Hi everyone, welcome to Stampers Club, and thank you for joining me today on my Card of the Month kit. I might be doing these a little more often. Make sure you comment, let me know whether you enjoy it or not. Of course, this one, the people that placed an order in January received this in the mail, the free card kit in the mail, as a thank you for their purchase. So each month I'll be doing a different little kind of a free gift promo. Sometimes there'll be a card kit, sometimes there'll be a free gift. I know in the past I've done like little embellishments or rolls of ribbon, that kind of fun stuff, so you always get some nice freebies. And today we're going to be dealing with the Happy Thoughts card kit, or a stamp set. And this is a nice versatile set because you have both some simple greetings, but then you also have like some inside verses, so they kind of partner up with each other. So that's kind of a nice all-around stamp set. I expect this one to probably be around for quite a while. And then of course that is in the Occasions catalog, and I know a lot of you were just getting these with the holiday mailings and all of that other fun stuff. Things were a little bit behind in the mail. If you didn't get your catalog, please let me know, and I will make sure that one gets back out to you in case something happened to it in the mail. That does sometimes happen with bulk mail. But you certainly should have gotten it by now. So we're going to be using this really pretty stamp set out of the Occasions catalog, or the mini January to June catalog. And of course, during the month of January and February, unlike the past several years, it also included March. So this year it's only for 2 months we have celebration. So we only have a couple of weeks left on this. And for each $50 that you order, you will receive your choice of a free item. There are a few items in here that are $100, and you get both like the paper and the stamp set, which this is a nice coordination with our strawberry set that's in the this annual catalog, or this mini catalog. So there's a strawberry set and this is like a berry set, so it's a nice blend for that. And then of course we have A Touch of Ink is also, this is a 2-step stamp set. We'll be playing with this one probably here next week. Okay, and then of course if you either host a party or have a order that is $300 or more, you can get this free Punch Party stamp set, which is actually really nice for some really cute labels. This would have gone great with today's, actually. So this is another alternative to some greetings on the cards that we're going to make today. And of course, the best order yet is if you join Stampin' Up! Before February 28th, you get to choose $125 of your choice of product, whatever you want out of the catalog or the mini catalog. And there is also a butterfly bundle that is going to be available next month that you could add to your starter kit this month, because demonstrators get to order a month ahead of everybody else. And you choose $125 worth of product, but you only pay $99. And free shipping. So it's an awesome deal because just the shipping alone is a 10% discount. Plus you get $26 worth of free merchandise. And during celebration, Stampin' Up! Is adding 5 packs of designer series paper, which is absolutely amazing. And this is going to be the pattern that's going to actually be in the next annual catalog. So this isn't even available to purchase yet, but it will be in May. So those are a couple of little things on celebration, so let's not forget that. And my special this month, if you use the host code with your order of $40 or more during the month of February, I will be sending you a free gift in the mail again next month. So there's another freebie there for you. So let's get started on making these really simple and cute cards. Let me grab my packet of stuff here. Okay, these are the 4 cards, and as you can see, they're the same layout all the way across, and I've just partnered up different colors and greetings out of that Happy Thoughts set. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with the one that's Misty Moonlight. And this paper is, of course, I still forgot my ruler. This piece of paper is 3 by 4 inches. This is a half of a sheet of 8.5 by 11, so it's 5.5 by 8.5. And then I have another piece that is, this should be 3.25 by 4.25. So it's just layered up with that 1/4 inch border. Okay. So we're gonna get our card base folded in half. And we're going to just adhere, mat these two to the designer paper. And of course, you know, we have 2 sides here. So designer paper is pretty cool. Some of the other patterns you're going to see that the back side is really a nice swap out for the floral. Now you could put this on dimensionals if you wanted to. I did not. And I'm just matting that right in the center. So as you notice, I have a little bit wider of a border than a lot of times where I just do like that same 1/4 inch inlay of the order. I think I don't have enough light in this room because my camera keeps flickering. Let me bring this over, maybe that'll help it. Okay, so I'm only going to be using black ink. And I'm going to use the thank you. Get that stamped right on there. Oh, look what I did. I rocked it. 2 sides, 2 sides. Don't rock, and you won't get that edge. Okay. If you have the banner punch, you could always stick this in the banner punch. Or you just guess. Ooh, that's pretty close. This one's just a squeak further. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. And again, you could dimensional this. I did not. I'm going to just kind of put that along the bottom there. And then I'm using a piece of the Seaside Spray ribbon. Doesn't that look nice on that misty moonlight? So this ribbon is, this is a in color, a current in color that's going to retire this year. So it's pretty much a given that this ribbon is going to probably retire for the next catalog. So if you like this really pretty shiny blue and you like that misty moonlight, this is the one this is the in color that was just released. So it'll be around for a whole another year. It won't retire until May of next year. So that'll be a nice matchup. And this is a really nice soft ribbon. A little bit of bling that goes with it there. It's also great for like winter Christmas cards with snowflakes and things like that. This is a good color for that. So if you want it, I would not wait for the retired list to come out because that stuff does tend to go away quite a bit. And as we have our shipping issues with COVID, a lot of this stuff I would suspect will start to be out of stock and not even come back in stock before the retired list even comes out. So don't wait on some of your favorites. So I'm just going to add a little ribbon with a glue dot there. I'll show you, I didn't really talk about my ribbons. I know you guys like to learn how I do my bows so quick and easy. We have another card with a bow, so I'll stop and show you that on that one. So that's a nice quick one. Okay, so let's do one with just jade. And again, same exact layout that I'm going to do here. So that's going to be the exact same layout with this one. So that 3 by 4 inch, and this is where I was talking about where you have these really fun patterns that you can use that actually coordinate with the paper. So you can do either the floral or the polka dots, depending on whether or not you wanted. Actually, you know what? Let's do the other side. Let's see how that looks. Since I'm talking about it, let's do it. I know. Here, see, watch. I'm going to put tape on that pretty pattern. Oh, well. Life's good. It's just going to be a more geometric card. Okay. And again, if you enjoy having all that extra texture like I normally do, you could always put this on dimensionals. Or again, keep it simple because this was meant to be a super quick and easy. And for this one, I'm going to use the congratulations stamp. And we're going to Pop that right back in there. Not easy. This I did put on dimensionals. Gotta find them. Here we go. Get a couple of these guys here. And I'm just putting that a little bit offset. And for the ribbon, I'm just doing a knot. So I have about four inches of ribbon here. This is, again, one of the in color ribbons, but this is this current year's release of color, Just Jade. I really like this green. It's kind of like a medium tone. It's not quite a gray base, but it's not quite a white base either. It's kind of a vanilla base. Okay, let's get this glue dot stuck on there. Ooh, it came up this time. And just for a little bit of texture, I'm going to add just that little bit of ribbon. I mean, that's actually kind of fun with the polka dots. You know, so if you needed, you know, a male graduation card, this would be super good, or job promotion. And that way you're not using flowers. You've got something that's a little bit more manly, even though I still use ribbon because I just love ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to go to a petal pink. And again, we have this nice stripe that could happen here. Get this layered up. Same size, 3 by 4, layered up onto 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This is a half sheet again of 8 1/2 by 11, so it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Bone folder there. So I have enough. I've got about, I don't know, 16 inches of ribbon here probably, because I want to actually knot this here. We could do a bow, but I'm not gonna. Okay. Get that out there. Okay. Cut my tails. I'm going to flip that over because the way my ribbon laid, they point downward, and I would like them to point downward. Slide that lower now. There we go. Get that off to the side. Get some tape on the back of that. So since I used a larger border here, you really have some brightness around this paper. And for this one, I'm going to use the Thinking of You. And I don't know if you can tell, but see how my label looks like it's cut? It's because it is. When I want to be able to have something that has a little bit too much red rubber in the border, and I want to be able to have better placement, I actually put the label on, and then I actually take a pair of scissors and I cut closer to the word, because during the manufacturing process there is an allowable tolerance for when they actually cut them loose of where they originally make them, because when they originally heat set the rubber, when they're in the mold, it's one big sheet, and then they have a die cut. They slide that big sheet in and they press down on a cutter, and it cuts it out. So if someone, and it's manually done, so if someone puts that sheet in just a little bit different, you're going to have a little bit different of an outline of where the actual finished words or finished image is within the cutout. So sometimes it's a little too off for me, and I want to be able to fit it in and know exactly where I'm stamping. So I actually trim them. Then I don't have to guess. Okay, and this I also put up on dimensionals. Okay, pretty little Thinking of You. And voila, another super quick, simple card. Okay, and then last but not least, is the one with the bumblebee, which again is another one of our in colors. So 3 of the 4 cards that I'm doing today is part of the 2020 to 2022 in colors. And same size here, 3" by 4" on the designer paper, and 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 on the black. Okay. Get that on there. Oh, I have like a funny line there. I must have touched the ink pad. We're going to flip that over. That on there. So on the bows. So a lot of times I do, when I'm not hanging onto it, when I'm not wrapping it around, I don't tie it like I would normally a shoelace. I do 2 bunny ears. So I do 2 loops, I make some bunny ears, and then I simply tie the 2 bunny ears together. Okay? Now, to even things out, I put my finger in the center knot there loosely, and I pull 1 loop and the other loop. And then I'll hold it like this with my fingers just to give me some stiffness so I don't like re-tie it, and I'll tighten it down. And if it's not quite the size I want, you can do the same thing. By holding it in the center, it kind of stops the whole bow from kind of unraveling and getting all loosey-goosey on us. Okay? So we'll get that prepped up for our card here. Get the tails cut off. And we'll get our greeting stamped. For this one, I'm going to use the Happy Birthday. And I just used some different punches. Now this card layout certainly would lend to some nice, that's a little crooked. Good thing I have another punch piece here, because I don't really like that one. We're going to start that over. These are just punches, but the card layout really lends to being able to use the die cuts also. So if you wanted to have something that was just a little bit larger, because of the die cuts typically you can have a larger greeting. If you want to do that, you can certainly use the same exact layout with that. So I'm going to put this one on dimensionals, and that way you can get a bigger verse. So this works with any verse set or verses from multiple sets, because all you're doing is grabbing the greeting out of it. And the bow, little glue dot there, and I'm just adding a little bow on the side there. And voila! So as you can see, these were all super easy. What did that take us? All of about 15 minutes to do, right? And there's been some comments about the designer paper being on the darker color side, which it actually is kind of like that. Even the flip side's a little bit darker, like this, like the polka dots and the stripes. They had a lot of black in them. But by shrinking the matted layer down, instead of doing the full front of the card like we normally would do, or a lot of times we do, by bringing this larger border and using a little bit brighter, especially like this bumblebee with this black. I mean, this is just like absolutely wow. I love the color combination on that one, and the pink and the dark black. It just really brightens it up by having that little bit larger border. So this is a nice simple layout. You could make tons of cards with lots of different designer papers. And I don't know if you've ever noticed it before, but the back, when you get designer paper on the back side, flip it over and look on the back. Let me grab a package of it, if I can get into my closet here. Grab a package of that. Tight quarters here. So if you look on the back of the designer paper, there is actually the colors that it color coordinates with, so that you can see which different colors of cardstocks you can use. And that's a great way to just kind of like get started to play. Makes things a lot easier. It's really helpful that they do that for us. give us some nice color coordination. And of course you have some tones on some of this too. It's not like you can't mix and match some things too, but you certainly can. So again, thanks for joining me today. Thank you if you were lucky enough to have received one of these card kits in the mail. Thank you very much for your patronage and helping me with my business during celebration here, because obviously we both get things great. Celebration's an awesome time. Again, the host code for this month. It's also been in some of my emails, so if you're not getting my newsletters, make sure that you go to www.stampersclub.com, and along the right side there is a newsletter request sign-up form there. If you pop that in, you'll start getting my emails, and you'll get to see what my monthly specials are. So anybody that does an order and uses the host code will receive a free gift in the mail. About the middle of next month by the time they get here and I get them mailed out to you. So you should see it mid-month. And again, if you didn't receive your catalog, let me know and I will make sure that you get another one out. And I would like to thank everybody one more time and have a wonderful day. Bye now.